Gurpatwant Pannun, who is declared terrorist in India by the Ministry of Home Affairs on the grounds of sedition and secessionism, has endorsed Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's controversial statements on Sikhs in India. Using Rahul Gandhi's statement as a crutch, Pannun went on to justify the secessionist agenda of the banned terrorist organization Sikhs for Justice for creating Khalistan. Rahul Gandhi, during his recent visit to the United States of America, was addressing the Indian diaspora when he insinuated that Sikhs were living under threat in India. They had to hide their identity in the country so they may be able to exist and live in India. Rahul Gandhi even suggested, saying that Sikhs were not being allowed to wear kadas and turbans in India, neither were they allowed to go to gurdwaras. It is unfortunate that our leaders are sowing seeds of division, hatred and discord amongst Indians. First, it was the Muslim versus Hindu divide. Now it is the narrative of Hindus versus Sikhs. What was the motive behind making a divisive statement such as this? Was it an attempt to instigate the Sikh community? An attempt to justify the secessionist agenda of the likes of Gurpatwant Pannun? Let's discuss this in greater detail. But before that, let's listen into what Rahul Gandhi said in the United States, which has raised eyebrows and castigating remarks from the BJP and other leaders across the globe.
Fight is not about politics. That is superficial. What is your name? Brother, yeah, with the turban? What is your name? Balinder Singh. The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to a gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him, for all religions. Fight is also about, I can see here in the crowd, people from Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana. I can see all these people. Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Right? So now, see, when I say Kerala, I've been a member of parliament for Kerala. So when I say Kerala.
Alright, so that controversial statement received a roaring applause from the people who were sitting and attending Rahul Gandhi's address in United States in Virginia. Sukhi Chahal is the founder, CEO of the Khalsa today on the telecast with me. Sukhi, let's try to understand first of all, what is it that Rahul Gandhi was trying to insinuate when he talks about how it is an quote-unquote existential crisis for a Sikh living in India, whether he be allowed to wear turban, whether he will be allowed to wear a kada, whether he will be allowed to go to a gurdwara. Now what is shocking, what comes as a shock to me and would be to every citizen in our country or every Sikh across the globe is whether there has ever been a scenario, a situation that has been created within the country where Sikhs are living under fear. And let's sidetrack what happened in 1984.
Definitely, madam. When I heard this statement yesterday, I was the first one to claim that the next statement is going to be from the Khalistani, pro-Khalistani elements, especially like Mr. Gurpatwant Pannun. Because if you really take a look at it, so this is exactly Mr. Pannun and his organization are making the claim that the Sikhs are oppressed in India. Now, LOP, leader of opposition, he has to be very responsible what kind of statement he's going to make. When Rahul Gandhi made the statement, I was shocked. I was totally shocked actually, because now they are going to take advantage. Okay? So they will use this statement, Rahul Gandhi's statement, everywhere. Wherever they're going to host the referendum, they're going to say, see, earlier you were not trusting us. Now the country, the leader of opposition, is making exactly the same kind of statement, which is very, very unfortunate actually. So this is really irresponsible statement to make, especially Rahul Gandhi. And he has to understand, he belongs to Gandhi family, and he should know what is the Sikh psyche is. And if you're gonna make these kind of statement, eventually, indirectly, you are building the narrative. You are splitting the pretty much, actually, so you are polarizing the society. And tomorrow, at least, you're going to say, okay, Sikhs are not going to be able to go to Gurdwara or bear the khada or the turban. This is ridiculous. And so I would like to tell Mr. Rahul Gandhi that he should know that Sikhs are not that weak community. Sikhs are not that weak that somebody can stop them going to the Gurdwara, because that's what his grandmother tried. And that's what Mrs. Gandhi tried. So that's why when Mrs. Gandhi, when she sent the army over there especially they destroyed the Akal Takht. And what happened after that in 1984? The genocide happened in Delhi and the other cities. More than 3,000 Sikhs get killed. Then Rahul Gandhi's father, late Shri Rajiv Gandhi, and he acknowledged and he defended all these people, at least those who were the killer of the Sikhs. And he should know the history. Especially he should know, Rahul Gandhi should be the person who should have a very good idea who the Sikhs are, what is their history is, and who can do what they can do. And just going to my country, I'm a US citizen. I live in California for 30 years. Going to my country, making these kind of polarization statements, this is unacceptable. This is nonsense, irresponsible.
Okay, I have with me Baldev Singh, Chairman and CEO of Peak Groups. He is the Chairman of UK SPF. Baldev Singh, thank you for joining us. And what do you infer from what Rahul Gandhi said recently in Virginia in his address about Sikhs? Okay, I'll get back to Baldev Singh. I have with me Sipal Singh. He's the former IPS officer. Yes, Mr. Sipal Singh, how do you view this now? What I am finding problematic in this statement is, for decades, our politicians have used the Hindu-Muslim divide as a crutch to win elections, to polarize. Now, unfortunately, there seems like a narrative being played to bring about this division, which is not there to begin with, between the Hindus and the Sikhs of the country.
Okay, the question is, you yourself use the word unfortunately. Unfortunate is the word. It's a question of communication gap, basically. I feel I have heard Rahul Gandhi again and again, that small clip is basically a communication gap. In fact, what he wanted to do was, he wanted that there should be love, respect and humility in the public discourse. When he says, कि नफरत के बाजार में मोहब्बत की दुकान ला रहे हैं, so what he means is that there should be love, respect and humility in general public discourse, which is missing nowadays. He said this is missing according to him. He says that there are responses which are not in consonance with the unity of the country, with some people, some religion. Maybe he was referring to minority religion, that is minority, particularly minority religion in respect of Muslims. But he didn't dare to say that, because otherwise he would have been dubbed by the other community, that is the majority community, as a pro-Muslim. So instead of giving an example that how the minorities are being treated and could be treated in case this sort of hatred discourse continues, he referred to the Sikhs, unfortunately. This is most unfortunate because it is a question of very, very wrong communication, having been a wrong communication and has been conveyed differently. You know, different people are interpreting differently. One man, like my friend just now said, Mr. Chair, yes, definitely. There's nobody who can stop us to going to Gurdwara or wearing our turbans, etc. Yes, nobody can stop us to wear kala. That's not the issue. What he was doing was, he was trying to create apprehension in the minds of the people that this sort of hatred, the atmosphere of hatred which has been created, he did not refer to halal, he did not refer to haram. That is what they would have referred that recently certain incidents have taken place on the cow Bijans also have done some mischief and some killings have taken place in Haryana. So instead of referring directly to these things, he has indirectly tried to say that the minority communities or the minority population will be in danger in case this sort of course, this sort of discourse, this sort of attitude continues as it has been.
But Mr. Pal Singh, you know, Rahul Gandhi and other leaders of the Congress have never shied away from talking about the Muslim minorities when they go across the globe, whether he's in London or he's in Virginia today, or for that matter in Washington or New York, has several times in the past spoken about how quote unquote Muslims are living under threat, Muslims are living in fear in our country. So when we talk about this new narrative, that is it just something that should be attributed to the lack of tact of Rahul Gandhi to have made such a statement? Is this an quote unquote innocuous statement made by Rahul Gandhi and then brushed aside, or do you feel that the Congress leader, the head of this political party, the grand old party of the country, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, who holds the responsibility as the representative of the country when he goes abroad, to then peddle these false narratives that once again are going to, you know, attract the attention and support of the likes of terrorist organizations, the likes of Gurpatwant Pannun. He's obviously going to take advantage of it. He's obviously going to go ahead and endorse and tell him that yes, Rahul Gandhi is right and therefore my secessionist agenda is absolutely correct and therefore the Sikhs are living under fear and therefore we want a division from Punjab and create a separate Khalistan.
You are asking
yes.
me, can I?
Yes,
yes. You are absolutely correct to this extent. The question is the place where it has been talked to, the place and the situation where it was probably inappropriate. He should not have talked this thing and should not have referred this thing at a place where he was having a general discourse. There was no need to refer to a particular sector, particular community. I agree with you that's inappropriate and being interpreted differently. I also agree with you that in this respect, the religious sentiments of some people have been injured, while the other people who are pro-Khalistani, he has never referred to Khalistan in his talk. He has only referred to religion. But some pro-Khalistani like Pannun, etc., have taken advantage of this. They will definitely say that we are being discriminated. They will definitely try to raise ideas what happened in Canada, why the people were going to be killed in Khalistani people being killed by the government policies, etc., government motivation. So this is a question of the recipient. You are communicating something. How the recipient receives it. If I communicate to you or somebody, I love you, somebody may communicate it differently. He may say, no, I love you, it's a different thing, it should not be sold to a lady, and all. This may be a very, very, very inane remark. So my point is that it's a question of recipient in a communication. He has communicated at the wrong place. There's no doubt. He has communicated is inappropriate to say at that time. I say it's inappropriate even to name a particular community like Sikhs. But what was the intention? Intention was to convey that the hatred which is prevailing in the country at that point of time or has been prevailing without referring to the Muslims. You know, there I think he was little diffident to talk about Muslims because he knew that once he talks about Muslims, the majority community in India will go against him. So
but isn't the majority community in India already at this point of time critical of Rahul Gandhi? Not just the majority community which you're referring to as Hindus, but even the Sikhs at this point of time are angry and upset that a statement such as this has been made, because it comes quite as a shocker for me, and I'm absolutely sure any Sikh living in any part of the country and whether he has faced threat or living under fear and forced to not wear his turban or cut his hair short or not wear his kara, or not being allowed to go to the Gurdwara. I'm going to quickly get in Baldev Singh, who's the chairman and CEO, Peaks Group's chairperson, UK SPF, also on the telecast with me. Baldev Singh ji, how do you now look at the situation from the prism of a political leader who has made a statement? He is the leader of opposition, like I already mentioned, great responsibility on his shoulders. He is the leader of the biggest opposition party of our country. Now, statements such as this has been made. Up until now, the narrative used to be about Hindu versus Muslim divide, and now suddenly political leaders are pandering to the idea that has been purported, conceptualized, incepted by certain extremist radical organizations within the Sikh community.
Yeah, ma'am. The news are very sad for all the community, all the Panth. I tell you one thing, that Sikh is a proud of India. First, our this Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to jail and tell Babar, you are a jobber. And the history of Sikh and the history of our Gurus, everyone knows in India. If today India is India because of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and because of this religions, and I don't know why people forget भूल जाते हैं जो कुर्बानियाँ हैं, वो सिखों की कुर्बानियाँ जो हैं वो भूल जाते हैं और अपने आप को बहुत अच्छा बोलने के लिए वो सिखों के लिए कोई भी वर्ड यूज़ कर देते हैं। तो जो टर्बन है, टर्बन हमारी शान है और ये ऐसे नहीं मिली है, मतलब जो टर्बन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी ने हमें दी है, ये पूरा सरबंस वार के इस हिंदुस्तान के चार साहबजादे आपने शहादत करके दिए। ये जो मान दिया है खालसों को, ये किसी मतलब इस पे तो प्राउड होना चाहिए, खासकर इंडिया के। अगर हम हिंदुस्तान की बात करें, अगर हिंदुस्तान अभी है तो वो सिखों की बदौलत है, वो हमारे गुरुओं की बदौलत है। और मतलब आज का जो वक्त है वो सब कुछ भूल गया है। और जो हिस्ट्री है, जो अगर आप हिस्ट्री पढ़ेंगे तो आज हम होते ही नहीं। अगर ये हमारे गुरु तेग, जिस तरह हम गुरु तेग बहादुर जी की शहादत, उसके बाद जो है जो हमारा सिस्टम रहा है पीछे, और आज हम उन्हीं सिखों के लिए उनको टेररिस्ट बोलते हैं। बाकी जो सिख कौम है उसने हर वक्त इतनी कुर्बानी, बॉर्डर की आप बात करें, जब भी देश को जरूरत पड़ी है उस टाइम हम सबसे पहले सिख रेजिमेंट को आगे भेजते हैं। मैं ये मानता हूँ कि सिखों को
कौन बोल रहा है कि सिख टेररिस्ट है?
जी,
who is claiming that Sikhs in our country or anywhere across the globe are terrorists?
नहीं, सिख कैसे टेररिस्ट हो सकता है? मुझे
that's exactly what I'm asking. You're saying right now that false claims are being made that Sikhs are now being claimed to be as terrorists.
सिख कभी टेररिस्ट हो ही नहीं सकता। जो लोग ये बोलते हैं वो टेररिस्ट हैं। एक्चुअली वो जीते जाते टेररिस्ट हैं। जो
मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है, और इट्स वेरी स्पेसिफिक। राहुल गांधी का जो स्टेटमेंट आया है, उन्होंने बोला है कि वेरियस रिलीजन्स इन आवर कंट्री, जो कम्युनिटीज़ है, और उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दिया है सिख कम्युनिटी के बारे में, और कहा है कि आज सिख्स की इस तरह की कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, ये एक चैलेंज फेस करते हैं कि क्या वो हमारे देश में टर्बन पहन सकते हैं या नहीं, या वो हमारे देश में अपना जो रिलीजियस सिंबल्स हैं कड़ा पहन सकते हैं कि नहीं, क्या वो गुरुद्वारा जा सकते हैं कि नहीं। वो इस चीज़ को जता रहे हैं, इंसिनुएट कर रहे हैं कि जो सिख्स जो हैं वो एक एग्जिस्टेंशियल क्राइसिस में है हमारे देश के अंदर, उनके लिए एक एग्जिस्टेंशियल थ्रेट बन चुका है। और ये इशारा कर रहे हैं कि जो मेजॉरिटी हिंदू कम्युनिटी है वो इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है। क्या आपको लगता है कि ये स्टेटमेंट किसी भी तरीके से सही है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल सही नहीं है। सिख तो अपने पूरे आज़ादी से जी रहे हैं, और सिख ना कभी गुलाम रहे हैं ना कभी होंगे। और राहुल गांधी से इस कहने से मतलब मैं तो इस चीज़ को कंडम करता हूँ। और सिख तो बड़ी शान से यहाँ जी रहे हैं, और सिखों का जो अपना जो इतने लंगर और इतनी सेवा करते हैं, तो वो मतलब कैसे किसी के गुलाम हो सकते हैं। और ये तो बिल्कुल ही जो है, मैं आपको अगर उन्होंने कहीं ये बोला, ये बिल्कुल गलत है। और सिख जहां भी रहेगा पूरे वर्ल्ड में वो बड़ी शान शौर्य से रहेगा, नहीं तो वो रहेगा नहीं, या रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा।
Okay, all right. Okay, fine. Sumit also on the telecast with me. Sumit, how do we look at this situation, which is deplorable, really sad? It's definitely not expected that somebody the like of Rahul Gandhi coming out and making such a statement. I don't understand whether he understands the gravity of the statement that he has actually went about and made in Virginia. But more importantly over here, when we already have these fault lines that have been artificially created right from the start of the partition that happened in 1947 to the Hindu-Muslim divide that had been used as a crutch by politicians, first by the British and then by the politicians within our country, and that has lasted us 75 years and more. And here you have where there are a small tiny percentage of radicals and extremists within the Sikh community who are trying to wage a war by bringing about a discord between Hindus and Sikhs in our country and thereby taking advantage of it. And why are political leaders now trying to fuel this division that is being created, and everybody knows and understands what is the reason behind it?
Megha ji, thank you very much for having me on your show. Kindly give me a minute more, a bit of more things to explain today. First of all, I would like to start with Vaheguru Ji da Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji di Fateh. Jo bole so niyal, Sat Sri Akal. So I am a devout Hindu. I have utmost respect for all my Sikh gurus because I consider them my gurus. That is what 99% of the Hindus of this country consider, right? We are Hindus. We know the sacrifices of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. We know Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. We know he sacrificed his whole family. We know what Guru Nanak Ji Dev Ji has done. We know the story of Anandpur Sahib because we have read the history and we know what they have done. And who was Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji fighting for? He was no king of anywhere. He was not fighting for a sultanate. He sacrificed his entire family. And why did he do it? What is the relevance of Gurdwara Seesganj? Does Rahul Gandhi know? If he even goes to Bangla Sahib, which is very next to where he lives, his eyes will be opened up and this dream will be broken. Sikhs have been pride of this country. Sikhs are pride of this country. I know Bhagat Singh. I know Kuldeep Singh Sekhu. I know Nirmaljeet Singh Sekhu. I know Kuldeep Singh, Chandpuri. All those legendary, Marshal of Air Arjun Singh, Manmohan Singh Ji, Bikram Singh Ji. I know all these legends who have lived and died for the country, and they were all Sikhs. Go and look at the military medals, look at the percentage of Sikhs, 1.5% or less. Highest number of military medals, if any community has got in the country, that are Sikhs. Today, I don't know what is the difference between a Hindu and a Sikh. Go to Punjab, one mother, same uterus, one brother is a Hindu, one brother is a Sikh. There have been elements in Pakistan, Megha ji, and these, with the help of people like Pannun and all, they've been trying to separate milk from water and separate, water and blood. That is what they've been trying to do. They failed in Punjab. Now they are trying to raise these sentiments again. Now you will ask me why Rahul Gandhi is doing this. Look, he's completely aware what he is doing this. Recently, there was an incident in Canada. Jagmeet Singh is not supporting this Justin Trudeau. Now the government is weak. When the government is weak, you're seeing there is some kind of crackdown which can happen on these kind of elements. So the Khalistan International, so-called, where Pannu and all get the Khad Pani from, their political patronage in Canada is over. So eventually it will dwindle in UK, it will dwindle in Australia, and it will dwindle in US. When this all so-called Khalistan bogie is kind of getting grounded, so Pakistan's K2 desk has to kind of stand up somebody. What is K2? K for Khalistan, K for Kashmir. Now, incidentally, look at the support of Rahul Gandhi to the Kashmiri leaders. What are they saying? 370 wapas laenge, Kohe Suleiman, Kohe Maran, Jamaat Islami pe ban hatao. Now here he has gone and he has exactly given fodder to people like Gurpatwant Pannun, who are the assets of ISI, who are the assets of even CIA. They work for them. And they are just disguised as Sikhs. Because none of them has read the Sikh history. If they would have read the Sikh history, if they would have read about the valor of gurus, they would never dare to do this. And Rahul Gandhi, you are the people, your party did a genocide of 3,000 Sikh brothers in Delhi, 84. Your grandmother did Operation Blue Star. You created Bindramala. Then Operation Blue Star you did. You have done all that is service to Sikhs. And your late father, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji said, Bada pair girta hai to zameen kaapti. And after that, You are again trying to divide Hindus and Sikhs. Look, for centuries people had tried this. For centuries people did this, and people don't know. Maharaja Ranjit Singh ji even captured after Afghanistan. People don't know who is Hari Singh Nalwa ji. Why do Pathans still wear a salwar? Because he told them you have to wear a salwar, otherwise I will not let you live. That was the valor of Sikhs. Today, Pakistani army, swear to God, Megha ji, I have my contacts there. They are scared of Sikhs. They know that bhai Sikh aayenge to they are scared. Always they have been whacked by Sikhs. That is the power of Sikhs, and this Hindu-Sikh unity, which are brothers from the same mother, and these people are trying to divide us. They have been trying to divide us, and now Rahul Gandhi is playing a dangerous game where he is saying a Sikh brother cannot go to a Gurdwara, cannot wear a turban, and even if I tell you if a Sikh brother goes into aircraft, he is the only person who is even exception of wearing a kripan. He can wear a kripan and go into aircraft because nobody will stop because he is a Sikh brother. Now, when we respect Sikhs, when we love Sikhs, when I go to Gurdwara, my brother-in-law, I'm telling you, my personal brother-in-law got married to a Sikh girl. I mean, it was 6 months back. So that is the relation we have between Hindu and Sikhs. What is Rahul Gandhi talking about? Why is he running Pakistani agenda? Why is he running the ISI's agenda? Where is this Hindu-Sikh divide? Bhai, kahan hai? Where, can you know? Tell me one Gurdwara where a Sikh is being stopped by anybody to go there, and who can stop Sikhs? Nobody can stop Sikhs. Why are you bringing this canard? Why are you sowing these seeds of division? Why do you want to break the country? This is exactly what Pakistan wants. How come Rahul Gandhi's talk and agenda is exactly same that of ISI? How come he is resonating the voice of Pannu, and how come Pannu is resonating his voice? We know what the agendas are going on. We know they want to divide our country. We know they want to break our unity. Arey bhai, I completely agree with my brother when he says on the panel, I know the Supreme Sacrifice of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Why is he called Chadre Hind? Well, let Rahul Gandhi go and study that. Let him go to Gurudwara Sichganj, pata lag jayega itihas kya hai.
Okay.
No, these are our heroes, and you are trying to divide the community.
Yeah.
Rahul Gandhi, you will never ever win. Forget Sikhs. Sikhs will be very agitated with you. All the Hindus who understand even 1% of the history, like me, they are burning and fuming. Because you are trying to divide us from our brothers. You are trying to cut my one arm and put it in my pocket.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.